morning to all. Last class we have learned first two chapters, and in that first two chapters I have given 4 assignments. I am thinking all the students written that 4 assignments in a booklet. Did you write, students? Yes, very good. Now we can see today chapter 3, fluids. What is fluid? The flowing of liquid is called fluids. What is fluid? The flowing of liquid is called fluid. Substance. Both liquid and gases are called fluids. Like solid, fluids also have weight and therefore exert some pressure. Now we can see in this fluid chapter under thrust, pressure, barometer, hydrometer, flotation. We can see in this chapter. Now first we can see about thrust. What is thrust? The force acting on a body is called thrust. What is thrust? The force acting on a body is called thrust. Force acting on a body is called thrust. Now what is thrust? Force acting on a body is called thrust. What is the unit of thrust? What is the unit of force? Already we have learned. What is the unit of force? Newton is the unit of force. Like that here the unit of thrust also Newton. So now we have learned the definition for thrust and the unit of thrust. What is the definition for thrust? Force acting on a body is called thrust. The unit of thrust is Newton. Next we can see about pressure. Now we can see what is pressure. Look at this picture. The force, a man applying force or using a hammer in certain area. So we can see the pressure is the force per unit area is called pressure. What is pressure? Force per unit area is called pressure. The formula for pressure is P equal to F divided by A. Instead of force, we can say thrust also. So thrust divided by area. What is the formula for pressure? Pressure equal to thrust divided by area. What is thrust? Force acting on a body is called thrust. So we can say the definition for pressure is force per unit area is called pressure. What is pressure? Force per unit area is called pressure. By using this formula, we can write the unit. What is the unit of thrust? Already you have learned. What is the unit of thrust? Newton is the unit of thrust. What is the unit of area? Meter square is the unit of area. So the unit of pressure is Newton per meter square or Newton meter power minus 2. So what is the formula for pressure? Force divided by area or thrust divided by area. Now what is the definition for pressure? Force per unit area is called pressure. What is the unit of pressure? Newton meter power minus 2, or another one unit is there. Pascal is the unit of pressure. So force unit Newton or meter second kilogram meter second raised to minus 2. Like that force formula is there or Newton. Like that here. Pressure also, the unit of pressure is Newton meter power minus 2 or Pascal is the unit of pressure. So far we have learned about thrust and pressure. So what is thrust? The force acting on a body is called thrust. What is pressure? Force per unit area is called pressure. The formula for pressure is thrust divided by area. The unit of pressure is Newton meter power minus 2 or Pascal. The unit of thrust is now take 2 beaker, the beaker full of water. The area of cross section is A, your area of cross section is small a. Then compared to this beaker, the area is small. The second beaker, area is small. It closed in a airtight, with the airtight closed. Here full of water. And can you say which beaker has great pressure? Pressure means already we have learned force per unit area only pressure. No. Which liquid has more pressure? So here the area is more, so pressure low. Here area is less, so pressure. Area less means pressure more. Here the area more means pressure less. Now which has more pressure? The smallest beaker has more pressure. So the formula we have written force per unit area. Suppose a problem, force is given and area also given. So you can, by using this formula, you can find the pressure. So your example problem is there. So there force also given, area also given. You should calculate the value for pressure. Now we can see pressure due to liquid. Look at this picture. When an air-filled balloon is immersed inside the water in a vessel, it immediately comes up and floats in water. This shows that water exerts pressure in the upward direction. Now we can see pressure exerted by a liquid. It has three factors. First one, it depends on depth of the liquid. Depth of the liquid. Denote the letter H. Depth of the pressure depends on the three factors, that is depth of the liquid. Second one, density of a liquid. Density of a liquid, denote the letter rho. So all of you denote the letter rho. Density denote the letter rho. The spelling is R-O-W. Density denote the letter rho. Like P you have to write at your pronouns rho. The density denote the letter rho. And third one, acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. See first, the pressure exerted by a liquid has three factors: depth of the liquid, density of the liquid, acceleration due to gravity. Denote the letter G. So from this we can find the formula, another one formula for pressure. H means what? Depth of the liquid. Rho, density of the liquid. G, acceleration due to gravity. Another one formula, H, rho, G. H means what? Depth of the liquid or height of the liquid. Then rho, density of the liquid. G, acceleration due to gravity. So what are the factors exerted by a liquid? As means you have to write three: depth of the liquid, density of a liquid, acceleration due to gravity. What's the formula for pressure? Already you have learned the formula force by area. You have learned force by area. You have learned another formula P equal to H rho G. What is height? Height of the liquid or depth of the liquid. Rho, density of a liquid. G, acceleration due to gravity. Next we can see the pressure due to liquid column. Take a tall beaker. Take a tall beaker filled with water. Take a tall beaker filled with water. The area of cross section of this beaker is capital A. A means what? Area of cross section. Now this height of the liquid is H. Denote the letter H. Height of the liquid denote the letter H. Area of cross section of a beaker denote the letter A. And the density of a liquid denote the letter rho. Density of a liquid denote the letter rho. Take a tall beaker, the area of cross section A, and the height of the liquid H, and the density of a liquid rho. Now we can find the force acting on a liquid. So denote the letter force acting on a liquid, denote the letter F. Force acting on a liquid is equal to the weight of the liquid. How much weight is there? That means the force act on a liquid. So the force act on a liquid, F equal to weight. What's the formula for weight? Already you have learned the formula for weight. W equal to mg. So instead of weight, you have to write mg. Equation number 1. So F means force acting on a liquid, m mass, then G acceleration due to gravity. So this is equation number 1. Now all of you know the formula for density. Lower classes you have learned density. What is the formula for density? Density denote the rho. Rho equal to mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume only density. From here you have to find the mass. So m equal to, but just you have to multiply rho into volume. So rho into volume. Rho is what? Density of a liquid. V, volume of a liquid. So how to calculate the mass of a liquid? The density of a liquid into volume of a liquid. This equation number 2. See, first the force acting on a body is equal to weight of a liquid. Now density formula all of you know, rho equal to mass per unit volume. From there you have to take mass value, m equal to rho into v. Now from this you have know the formula for volume. Volume formula, what's the volume formula? Area into height. So the volume formula is area into height. Area means what? Area of cross section, denote the letter A. Height means the height of the liquid. It is given in the given here, height of the liquid height. This equation number 3. So you have to substitute this equation 3 in equation number 2. So m equal to rho into, instead of b you have to substitute a into h. So a into h. Rho means what? Density of the liquid. A, area of cross section. H, height of the liquid. Now you have calculated the mass of the liquid. Now then equation number 4. This equation number 4 value you have to substitute the value equation number 1. Already we have learned f equal to mg. So this m value you have substitute here. So you will get f equal to m value, instead of m you have to substitute this rho into a into h, then g. So what's the value? The force acting on a liquid equal to density of a liquid, area of cross section, height of the liquid, and acceleration due to gravity. Now we have to calculate the pressure due to liquid column. No, pressure you have to calculate. What's the formula for pressure? Already you have learned. P equal to F divided by A. So instead of F, you have to write this value rho A H G. What is rho? Density of a liquid. A, area of cross section. Height of the liquid. G, acceleration due to gravity. Then here area of cross section A. Already the formula is there. P equal to force divided by area. So force we have to substitute and area. Then here A and A cancel. So you will get P, pressure equal to H rho G. So we can derive this formula. The pressure formula, what's the formula for pressure? P equal to H rho G. What is P? P means pressure. H, height of the liquid or depth of the liquid. Rho, density of a liquid. G, acceleration due to gravity. So see the pressure due to liquid. Let us consider a tall beaker, the area of cross section A, and the height of the liquid height, density of the liquid rho. Now first the force acting on a liquid is equal to the weight of a liquid. So F equal to mg, equation number 1. Next already you have learned the formula for density. Density denote the letter rho. Rho equal to mass divided by volume. So mass equal to rho into V. Then we have to calculate the volume. Formula already you know the formula for volume, area into height. Then this V we have to substitute the value in the equation number 2. So you will get m equal to rho into A into h. Now this equation number 4. Now take the F equal to mg. Substitute the value of m here. This g also multiply. Then apply the formula for pressure. P equal to what's the formula? P equal to F divided by A. So just you have substitute the value of F here divided by A and cancel. Finally you will get to the formula for pressure. P equal to H rho G. Can you understand, students? How to find the pressure due to liquid column. From this we have to calculate the formula for pressure. What's the formula for pressure? Two formula already you have learned. First formula P equal to force per unit area. The second formula P equal to H rho G. Some problem, height of the liquid given, density given, and acceleration due to gravity not given. You have to write 9.8. Just you can calculate by using the formula for pressure. Pressure you have to calculate by using this formula. Height given means you have to use this formula. Force given means you have to write, you have to use this formula. And problem number 2, example problem number 2, by using this formula you have to do. Just do and see. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Atmospheric pressure. Earth is surrounded by a layer of earth up to certain height, nearly 300 km. And this layer of air around the earth is called atmosphere of the earth. See, the earth is surrounded by a layer of air up to certain height, and this layer of air around the earth is called atmosphere of the earth. Since air occupies space and has weight, it also exerts pressure. This pressure is called atmospheric pressure. So you have to learn what is atmospheric pressure. Earth is surrounded by a layer of air up to the certain height, and this layer of air around the earth is called atmosphere of the earth. Since air occupies space and has weight, it also exerts pressure. This pressure is called atmospheric pressure. I am saying the definition for atmospheric pressure. Earth is surrounded by a layer of air up to the certain height, that is above 300, earth above 300 kilometer. And this layer of air around the earth is called atmosphere of the earth. Since air occupies space and has weight and also exerts pressure, this pressure is called atmospheric pressure. Now, how to measure this atmospheric pressure? By using the instrument called barometer. How to measure? Barometer. By using the mercury barometer, we can measure the atmospheric pressure. How to measure the atmospheric pressure? By using the instrument called mercury barometer. So, which one is used to measure the atmospheric pressure? Which one? Mercury barometer. Now, we can learn about this barometer. What is the use of this barometer? To measure the atmospheric pressure of the earth. What is the use of mercury barometer? To measure the atmospheric pressure of the earth. This barometer, who found out this barometer? Tolisini, the Italian physicist Tolisini found out this mercury barometer. What is the use of this mercury barometer? To measure the atmospheric pressure. It consists of a long glass tube. It consists of a long glass tube filled with mercury, and this glass jar, if you want to turn down into the container of mercury, first you can keep the thumb on the top of this glass jar. Keep the thumb and close this top jar, and if this glass jar we have take upside down in the top containing mercury. Now first, if you take a glass jar filled with mercury, now this closed end is an open end. Open end by using the thumb. At the open end of the glass tube, if we use our thumb and close it and turn this glass jar upside down, and then opening it after immersing into a tub of mercury. Now listen, if the air pressure increases, the level of the mercury level also increases inside the tub. If the atmospheric pressure decreases, the mercury drains down into the tub. So if the air pressure increases, the mercury level rises up in the glass jar. If the air pressure decreases, the mercury level drains down into the tub of mercury. Now listen, the space between the mercury and the closed end, there is a vacuum in that space. Vacuum cannot exert any pressure. So the level of mercury in the tube provides a measure of air pressure, which is the atmospheric pressure. Here the vacuum cannot exert any pressure. Here the vacuum space cannot exert any pressure. So the level of the mercury provides the measure of the air pressure is called atmospheric pressure. So what is the use of this mercury barometer? To measure the atmospheric pressure of a liquid. If the air pressure increases, atmospheric pressure increases, what happened? The level of the mercury rises up. If the atmospheric pressure decreases, what happened? The level of the mercury drains into the tub containing mercury. So by using this, we can find the mercury barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure. Now here we can measure the height of the liquid column, 760 millimeter. Height of the liquid column 760 millimeter, or depth. So we have learned the Formula for pressure H rho G. No, the density of a mercury value 13,600. And what's the value of acceleration due to gravity? 9.8. So by using this value, we can find the value of pressure. Formula already we have learned. P equal to H rho G. So what's the height of the mercury column? 760 millimeter into density of mercury value 13,600 into acceleration due to gravity value 9.8. So total, if you multiply everything, you will get 101.8 kilo Pascal. The unit of pressure is Pascal. So you will get the value. So by using this mercury barometer, we can find the atmospheric pressure of the. So for test portion, chapter 1 and 2. Already we have learned chapter 1 and 2 test portion. Then chapter 3. Today I have taken portion that we can mark the questions. Take your book, students. Chapter 3, Rome letter 5, first question. On what factors the pressure exerted by the liquid depends on? Page number 28. Pressure exerted by a liquid at a point is determined by depth, density of the liquid, acceleration due to gravity. Rome letter 6, question number 2. Describe the construction working of mercury barometer. Page number 29. The measurement of atmospheric pressure is there. No, the instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure. From that to next page. So diagram also you have to draw. Then up to atmospheric pressure. You have to mark it. Rome letter 6, question number 2. Rome letter 5, question number 4. What is meant by atmospheric pressure? Page number 29. Earth is surrounded by a layer of air up to certain height, and this layer of air around the earth is called atmosphere of the air. Since air occupies space and has weight, it also exerts pressure. This pressure is called atmospheric pressure. So chapter 3 assignment, mercury barometer. So just you have to learn, draw the diagram and mark the parts, and you have to write in the booklet. First 2 chapter, 4 assignment already given. Test portion, first 2 chapter, one word answers everything. I will send in this video. Just note it in the book and you have to learn. Thank you.